to, check my credit or whatever, and they decided to see if I got approved for it through my credit, and I guess they took out a loan, or I have no idea what happened, and they just took out a loan from Capital Auto Finance for $40,000, and now when I got the app and everything, and it showed up on my payments and stuff like that, it said that I'm projected to pay off the full $40,000 when the car, it says I have to pay $22 on the actual car. So I guess
Welcome back to the channel. We're here with another episode of people paying crazy amount on interest rate as well as car loans in general. This has been going around since COVID happened, perhaps even before that, where people make bad decisions, bad credit, barely any money down, and they just want an expensive car to show off. And then with that, negative equity and you suffering. On a different note, thank you to everyone who's been subscribing to the channel. We're on our way to 500 subs. We're at probably 336, I think. With that being said, enough talking. Let's jump into it.
570 credit score. You have about 10K down, is what I understand.
I have whatever is necessary for the down payment. Rolls Royce is not even like too much money, just $100,000.
Good morning, this is Yusuf from Auto Cafe.
Yeah, good morning.
I'm calling about your interest in our Rolls Royce. I think you spoke to Laura yesterday. In our interest in our 2017 Rolls Royce Ghost we have listed. I had the deal in front of me. I know they said that you have a subpar credit score, have 570 credit score. You have about 10K down, is what I understand.
I have whatever is necessary for the down payment, and I have a co-signer with 660 for the credit.
Since you have a 570, and where'd you pull that credit score from? Was it Credit Karma or your bank?
I have the app Experian.
Two scenarios, right? Some advice. One, if you want to tackle some of the things in your credit and then make it better before you buy the Rolls, we're going to put you as the secondary applicant, not the primary, and buy the car because they have a stronger credit profile. And if they have good comparable history, meaning they've financed expensive cars before and haven't missed payments, they're more likely going to get approved than you would, right? You're trying to, I guess, use it as a business to rent it out and whatnot?
Yeah, I was also going to ask too, because I had spoke to my co-signer, and she was telling me that basically she has student debt that she's still paying from 10 years ago.
How much does she make a month?
Minimum $10,000 a month.
Okay, and how much do you make a month? Because we'll have to combine your income.
A little over $15,000 a month.
Okay. Just curious, is there a reason why your credit score is so low? Do we have collections, repossessions, any?
Really just for whenever because I was just going through moving, and also I was getting cars and just looking to see if I get accepted for different cars in the Benz dealership. And I guess for running my credit so many times. I
mean, look, I'm going to pull your credit. I just want to make sure we're on the same page because I don't want another inquiry, right? So typically if you're 570, there's some sort of late payments or collections. I know you said you're moving, but it's got to be, it's more than just inquiries, right? And I'm just asking you, if you're upfront with me, I'll be upfront with you. There's a whole process. You don't want to just kind of get a cheaper car, work on your credit, and then once you get a better score, you guys both will get a better rate because you're probably just giving you a heads up, right? You're going to be putting down $50,000 to $60,000 for this car. Is that going to be an issue?
No, as long as you could assure me that when we run our credits, that it's not just going to be for nothing and we'll get approved for sure.
But I strongly suggest just giving you a heads up. I'm not, listen, I want to make a deal, but if it's a situation where maybe we can get you into a cheaper car, something just to get your credit above a 650 in the next year or so, then you can kind of ball out. But it's up to you. Listen, I'm just here to give you some advice. So.
Yeah. I'm really trying to get that Rolls. That'll be a good car for my fleet, for my rental business.
Okay.
And the Rolls Royce is not even too much money. It's just $100,000. That's really something that I could I'll explain to the last person I spoke to. I could really buy the car cash if I really wanted to, but that's not a good investment to just cash it out all at once.
And I strongly suggest that because you're going to get probably a 20% interest rate with your credit score and the co-signer, so it's going to be expensive. I'm just here trying to give you some transparency through the process, right? Just making sure you think this through.
Appreciate you.
No problem. Thank you. Bye.
570 credit score, won a Rolls Royce. Moment of silence for Buddy. If you're making 15K a month, you should have no issue paying this off, right? Or, coming up with that money all in cash over time. Your business can wait. People, look, I'm all about support. If you want to start up a business, you want to, get a different source of income coming in, I'm all in support of that. But if you're putting yourself in problems, your credit score is a 570. You need a co-signer. You should not be in any business doing this. You know what I mean? And then the person that you're going to co-sign owe 10K on top of that. and student debt, like, yo, what are we doing here? You know, you feel me? Like, if you're making that much money, you should be able, like I said, just cut a check for anything that you're doing. If you have anything below, I'm gonna be nice, anything below a 720 credit score, you're missing payments on stuff. Like, you are, like, you probably don't remember, or you know exactly, you laid on some credit card bills or car note, you know, something that is credit related that you have not paid. So, yo, drop your thoughts down in the comments. If I had 100K right now, holy moly, that man said just 100K. If I had 100K, shit, that going towards a property. I'll be honest with you, man. But you putting that towards a car that just go down in value. People, man, once again, drop your thoughts down in your comments.
All right, guys, calling a customer on a 2021 Nissan Sentra. She contacted me on social media. She owes almost $40,000 on a 2021 Nissan Sentra with almost 60,000 miles. This has probably got to be the worst one yet. So let's give her a call and see how I can help.
Hello?
Hey, how are you? This is Yusuf, the car dealer.
Yes.
So I'm calling about that 2021 Nissan Sentra that you sent me the information on Instagram. That you said you're trying to get out of it. You don't have a lot of money down. And I just want to kind of help me understand, how was this car 40,000? Did you roll over negative equity? Did you sell it for 40? Kind of help me understand that.
Yeah, so I had went to this, it was like an open auction type of thing or something like that. I don't know what it is. It was just people they're from Florida, and they came down to Tampa with used cars, but that are basically relatively new, like newer, like year. And they just decided to, you know, check my credit or whatever. And they decided to see if I got approved for it through my credit. And I guess they took out a loan, or I have no idea what happened. And they just took out a loan from Capital Auto Finance for $40,000. And now when I got the app and everything, and it showed up on my payments and stuff like that, it said that I'm projected to pay off the full $40,000 when the car, it says I have to pay 22 on the actual car. So I guess they added all that extra stuff. So I'm projected to pay it off on 2029. And now I'm stuck paying a car note that's 18%.
How much is your car note for the Nissan Sentra?
It's $560.
Okay, and your insurance is how much?
Currently don't have insurance on it right now.
Okay.
It's just sitting there.
And
yeah, I'm not using the car.
Got you. And your credit is not, I mean, is it good? Is it bad? Is it decent?
It was at 700, but it did go down to, I think, I'm at 680, around there.
Okay, 680. All right. And do you have consistent income? How much do you make a month?
3,000.
3,000. Okay. 3,000 a month, 680. So you have decent credit. You have good income. So, but you didn't trade in a car for this car when you bought it. How long ago did you buy it?
No, I did actually. I had a 2003 Mazda,
Okay.
and I gave it to them, and they took off an extra 3,000 for the Mazda that I gave them.
Okay. So I guess my thing is, you know, when did you buy it? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
In November.
November. So this was recent. So a 2021 Nissan Sentra with what, 59,000 miles, right?
Yes, about that. Yeah.
Right. Would retail last November or last year should have been right around like maybe 16, 17. I'm just trying to figure out how we got to, you said $40,000 was the purchase price?
They gave me the loan for 40,000, but the car is worth. I went to my bank to try to refinance the car, and they said that the numbers are still a little too high. They said that car is worth about 18,000 in reality. But it says I owe 20. The car is 22,000. I have left to pay off from it, but the loan is they gave me for 40,000.
I got you. So what I'm seeing is from the payoff thing, it says you have $36,000 remaining, and you've paid about $4,000 of it, right? And now the trade-in value for this car is going to be right around $14,000.
People, I am lost for words. I don't even know what to say at that point. Like, sheesh, the car is only worth $14K, and she owed $36,000 for a Nissan. It's not even a truck, a Nissan truck. The latest Nissan truck. This is a 2021. Holy camoly, people. Oh my gosh. Like, You can buy a brand new car, that same car, literally that same exact car for 20K, or probably even less right now because we're in 2025. Like brand new. She bought it at 59. I think it had 59,000 miles on it, some change like that. But still, oh my gosh, she got scammed, people. Like, you have to be aware of these things, like the tricks, and like you have to at least have the basic knowledge. That's like, okay, what the car is worth, like how much money you're financing, how much money you're putting down, what your car that you're trading in is worth. Like, how you got to 40K? Like, seriously, like she doesn't have insurance on the car. She can't drive it. Her back is against the wall. Like, seriously, like, how did that happen? Like, that's basic knowledge that everyone who's going inside a dealership should know. This is shouldn't be rocket science. I'm sorry. So definitely drop your thoughts down in the comments. Do you feel sad for her? Like, you like, oh, she got what she deserved? Drop your thoughts. I want to hear what you have to say, and I definitely will be replying to everyone if possible. Let's go to the next video.
Welcome back from your test drive of that Honda Accord, Ray. Now I need to know, do you plan on paying cash or financing the purchase of this vehicle?
I haven't decided yet. I'll make that decision after we come up with what the total price of the vehicle, the out-the-door number is, you know, the agreed-upon selling price plus all the fees, tax, title, license, all that stuff. Once we've established that out-the-door number that's acceptable, then we'll determine whether or not I should pay cash, finance, lease. I don't know.
I was talking to my manager while you were out there, though, and he was making it really clear to me the price of the vehicle can change depending on how you pay for it, whether you finance it, whether you lease it, whether you pay cash. So, you know, I think we need to know right now how you're planning on doing that so we can get you the best deal.
Well, why don't we just worry about the out-the-door number, and then if things will change, if I decide to finance it, then you can tell me what that new number is if I decide to finance it. You know, and while you're talking to your manager, I'm going to go talk to my manager, and we're going to get together, my manager and I, and we're going to decide what the proper out-the-door number should be.
Every time I include a video from him, it makes me crack up, because it is true. You have to know the out-the-door price, which relates a lot to the second video with the lady with the Nissan. So those are numbers, those are basic information you do have to know. If, you know, comparing those two videos and going back to the first video, it's if you have a 570 credit score, you should highly consider billing your credit, right? You can buy a cash car, people, and bill your credit slowly and slowly. One thing that people do not talk a lot about is refinancing. You can always refinance after you bill your credit. Like, you just say you bought a car, you can wait 6 months. You can probably do it safety net 1 year or 2 years, depending on how fast your credit, you know, bounce back. Something too, there's this thing that I also learned myself is you can refinance the moment you walk out of that dealership if you have a good credit score. Now, I am saying, like I said in this video, if you have a 720 or more credit score, you can literally refinance right there after you walk away with that car. So when that bank runs your credit again, you know, you do get hit, but it's just one bank running your credit, rather than when you go to the dealership, they probably running 5 to 10 banks to try to give you an approval, which is what I always say, come pre-approved. So you only run your credit once by that one credit union, and then you go from there. But yes, you could literally refinance the day after you leave that dealership, and call some banks up or call one credit union with the best rates by going through their website, and then go from there. So drop your thoughts down in the comments. How do you feel about those two videos? Do you feel like the first guy should wait to start his business or continue his business? And then the second one, like, what would you do if you in 20+K negative equity and you have a car that's just sitting there with no car insurance on it? With that being said, y'all take care, stay blessed out there, make wise decisions, make the best decisions, stay wealthy, y'all. Peace.